Hi all, welcome to Workato Masterclass series. Today we are going to discuss automation through two certifications. It's a very important topic, and in this topic we are going to cover how to prepare for these examinations, and also we are going to cover what are all topics you should know to face these examinations. Okay, so before we move into our today's agenda, let's have a quick recap on what we have studied in the previous session. That is a use case discussion on XML transformations. That XML payload will be transformed into HTML and also to a plain text. If you have missed it, please go and check the previous video. I'll be providing a link in the description box, as well as you can click I button at the right of our video. Okay, without wasting our time, let's jump into our today's agenda. That is Automation Pro 2 certifications. Okay, by any chance, my viewer is they seeing the, f- this particular video as of their first video, and they directly jump into automation pro certification, then you are not in the right stage. You have to go and watch my previous video, as well as also a pro 1 certification, which is very important. Before you completing pro 2, you should complete first pro 1. Okay, so those who are preparing for the pro 1, and sorry, I can say like pro 1, then you should not, I'm not saying like you should not watch this, but you should prepare for that in the Automation Pro first, then come to this Automation Pro certifications. Okay, and this is particular video is prepared prepared for mainly those who have pre- prepared and passed the Pro 1 examinations, and they're preparing for their next examination, that is Pro 2 certifications, right? So please, I just have a small request on the viewers that suppose you have missed so many videos of mine, please go and check my YouTube channel with respect to covering the from basics to use case details and also approval certifications. Complete that and come to this particular video to give you a main idea on what is automation port certification and why it is important. Without that, if you come to this particular directly to this automation port certifications, it not gives you any kind of benefits. Okay, so to get the benefit at the please go and check the previous videos and get the knowledge on the Pro 1 certifications topics, then cover the Pro 2 certifications topics as well, and then come to this particular video to brush up your knowledge and which are topics you have covered so far. It's all aligned with your certification. Okay. Okay, back to our this discussion, that is automation to Pro 2 certification. That is so hence I mainly said that is like session which we learned previously are designed for learners who have an experience in automations. Yeah, that means the Pro 1 who has completed their examinations. That is like you have little bit knowledge on the automations or integrations. Okay, so let's come to the our action part. Means basically not that particular topic action part, but our action means to understand the which are topics you have to cover on the part of this particular examinations. Okay, that is action part means action, like right after the trigger there will be a action part, means you have to do something from the trigger part, or you have to do a search operation or do a insertion or updation based on the trigger conditions, or else we're doing a search operation based on the trigger scheduler based, right? There are several triggered way of getting a triggers. Okay, I just giving you I took a two options here. First option is just say like scheduler based, and second is event based, like from Salesforce or maybe NetSuite. You're taking getting a records, a new or updated records. From based on that, you're doing a insertion or updation to the Salesforce. That so that is action part, like can consider if as, so you can consider for each, or you can consider while loop, do while loop basically, or you can do a stop job. So they're all like error handling part. Inside that, you'll be having a lot of actions. Basically, action means based on the a trigger, you'll be taking actions. you're concluding the recipes, right? That is action part. So in that action part, you can say several things are comes into picture, like declaring the variables, search operations, if and else, for each, do while, right? There are a lot of things comes into picture. So next is data mapping and modifications, right? Expanded. That means basically data mapping, correct? So whenever you get a data from events, say example, or any applications, taking that and doing a modifications and applying the formulas, say example, string formulas, numerical formulas, list formulas, right? These are like having a the formulas to be applied when you have a requirement is suggesting them. Means like you based on your requirements, you'll be doing a modification to that. So that comes to picture that. And list. List is like say example, you have a list of operations doing that. So example, getting the data from the operations in a bulk and putting to that list. Then you are putting that list into the as a bulk operation and passing to the next functions or maybe to the applications. So how to use a list and how to use that using the recipes, and basically should know what is list first thing. Then and also should cover how to use that list in the recipes. And also introduction to bucket tools and built-in apps. It's like say lookup tables, you have a environmental variables, you have a project variables, right? And also you have a say example a common data models, right? These all basically the Workato tools, which is inbuilt tools, which is there, like tools in the sense applications. Okay, so let me show you how basically the Workato community partner portals looks, and as well as how to log into that. Okay, let's go there. Okay, so once you log into basically login means let me give you the background of particular website. It is background is like about say partner. Just type partner. So if you look at this particular website, right, the partnerinstitute.workato.com, that basically redirect you to your workato.allbond.com. Okay. So I have provided my username passwords. The username will be your working email. You cannot give your Gmail account to log into this. You cannot be able to log in. Okay. Please make sure that you're giving a right email ID, that is professional email ID or a working email ID, let's say. Okay. Once you click on the login or just let it log in. Okay. So once you log in, like this is how the page looks. Okay. So he'll be like you can see the partner work at partners. So there'll be a certification. So automation pro certifications. You have to go there, and those who have completed the pro one will be immediately go to the automation pro two. It's an intermediate state of your learning stage. Okay. So let me show you the basically suppose you are not covered automation pro to all the curriculum, or you can say like all the topics. Please go and cover those topics. Don't be hurry in completing the certifications. Okay, I'll tell you why the certification is important at the last, so that it will be revised your what all I covered in the Automation Pro one as well. Like why I gave more importance on the certifications part. Okay, on learning stage, not on certifications. Okay, so let's see. So as said about the what all things you have to cover on your case, that is say condition actions, and there's a repeat actions, and as well as you have error monitoring and handling. That also you have to cover how basically the error handling and monitoring and handling works. And you have there's a knowledge check. Each topic have a knowledge check, and you can go and knowledge check your knowledge on this particular topic, whether you have able to cover all those things with your hands-on wise as well. Okay, don't only read the theories and attempt these examinations. You may pass, but you don't have any kind of knowledge on the hands-on part. Okay, my recommendation will be like you have to go the theory part first, then learn the theory, convert the theory into hands-on wise, then take a knowledge check. Then you'll be able to know whether you are good at that particular topic or not. Okay. So data mapping, coming to data mapping and modifications, you have stream formula, number formulas, data type formulas. Also, you have to how to apply this, how to convert your data into date type to your required format, and knowledge check. So as I said, there's a each topic will have a knowledge check, and list, you have to know what how exactly the list is, how data mapping works with a list, yeah, and processing into a processing list in recipes. So this I have to know, and also there's a list of formulas. You should know how to apply those formulas into a list, given list. Okay, and Workato has a set. So lookup table and variables. Those all you have to know in a high level so that you understand why basically lookup table we have to use. Okay, so that concludes the particular this particular topic which you have to know for the start of the Pro 2 exam. Okay. So, okay, this is about the topics, and let me give you a little bit background on why certifications and is is not so important compared to your learning. Okay, see, the thing is, you may have a urgency of completing the certifications. You may get it. Say, example, Automation Pro 1, 2, 3, you got it. Okay, but tomorrow you are taking in giving an exam, giving an interview, or taking an interview. So anything, either of the things. Okay. So when somebody asks you a question on Automation Pro 3 or a Pro 2, example, this is not to take that Automation Pro 3 because it's coming to the latest stage. So the Automation Pro 2 says if they ask you some modification of a data using what kind of formula, then you don't know which formula to be applied and how to do that, and you're stuck in that, that means your Automation Pro 2 examination is no use because you completed, but no use because you're not able to answer it. So hence, I always recommend, and also I have told in the same thing in the Automation Pro 1 as well. I'm just repeating the same thing in this Automation Pro 2 as well, that don't don't do don't be hurry in your completing your examinations. Always take your own pace. Okay, it should be your own speed. Should be in your own speed, not compared with your speed with your others. They may go very fast, but your speed is good at at learning stage and you are able to learn it, then it's good. Then you can increase the speed in doing it with the hands of eyes or giving it the whenever the applying your knowledge with your in a real world, that is matters. If you're not whatever you learned in the Automation Pro 1, 2, Pro 1 and 2, and you're not able to apply that theory or learning topic learnings in your real world, then no use you're getting the certifications. So with that note, I'm just completing this particular session. And if you have any doubts, you need any kind of clarifications on Automation Pro 2 or a Pro 1, okay? I'll not talk about Pro 3 because I not covered it. So hence you can talk about Pro 1 and Pro 2. If you have any doubts or clarification needed, please do reach out to me. I have provided my email ID as well as you can put in the comment box your queries. I'll be checking that on regular basis. I'll giving you a guidance on that case as well. Okay. Until then, keep learning, keep giving your best. Okay. Don't be hurry in giving your examinations. Thank you guys.